incest, slavery, lollies, traps, oversized breasts, fan service, harems, domestic abuse. All of these tropes are, individually, at the very least annoying, at worst, socially damning. Yet, collectively, these tropes are part of what makes anime anime. For better or for worse. You know, I'm starting to think that this isn't actually a very good argument. But anime is full of stupid shit like this. And people are always complaining about it.
Always has been, always will be.
And trust me, I understand why. But if you were to just relax a little bit, maybe throw your hands up in the air like you just don't care, then you would get to experience cool shit like this. Oh my.
It should have been me!
I was reincarnated as a 7th princess so I can take my time perfecting my Dude, can they make the title any fucking longer?
Yes!
My life is just as wrong as I expected it from Traverse's journey.
Oh god. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to take me back. Take me back. Take me back. Take me back. Take me back! The 7th princess is an isekai about an insane person who is magisexual. Just like how Mao Mao is psychotically obsessed with poison, this chick is psychotically obsessed with magic. In fact, in their past life, they are getting immolated alive by powerful magic, of course, and they're just sitting there like, I'm just running out of fucking. So they die in that raging inferno, and then they get reincarnated as the 7th princess so she can take her time perfecting her magical ability. No, by the way, this is not isekai, although a lot of people seem to be convinced that it is. Similar tropes and all that jazz, I get it. But the word isekai literally translates to different world. And here, our MC is reincarnated into the same world. So, like, technically speaking, it's pretty much the opposite of an isekai. But the 7th princess still sounds like generic fantasy anime trash. Because it is, in the same way that Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer are generic battle shonen. The production and characters in these series are just so good that they end up being more than that. Much more. Okay, let's talk about the elephants in the room. The two voluptuous, rosy, overly detailed elephants. I just don't see why people are upset about the MC's legs. If it makes you angry, just follow my lead and take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Okay, awesome.
Good job.
Now, does this character design affect any real person in any way? No, it doesn't. So why do people care? Lloyd? Oh, that's a dude. Well, I ain't no
Cringe, homophobia, and
I'm joking, it's a joke.
Yeah, dude, I would totally smack. Well, that's not good. These overly sexualized hips and thighs belong to a 10-year-old boy. The problem is not that he's a femboy. The problem is that he's 10. Although I guess mentally he's like in his 30s or something. So. But that's just it. This is just a fictional character with weirdly nice legs. Legs that in no universe would ever belong to a 10-year-old boy. If you really wanted to, you could probably even count these as two separate entities. It's just dumb anime shit that doesn't hurt anybody. I was uncomfortable at first, but then just like with everything else in life, I just kind of stopped caring over time. But, there is absolutely no redeeming factor that justifies Lloyd's thighs. This isn't like Mushoku Tensei, Onimai, Monogatari, or even Araimo, where this garbage is used as a plot device, and there's actually a good message attached. No, this is smut for smut's sake. And for that reason, I can't actually really recommend watching The 7th Prince. But here's my pitch anyway. The 7th Prince knows exactly what it is, and it's better for it. It's not ashamed of itself, and plays into anime's stupidest tropes. If we were to say that Frieren breaks the rules of anime to transcend the medium, this would be the opposite side of that coin, the production. Holy shit, the production. I expected pretty much nothing going into this, but the Seventh Prince's production is the best that I've seen since, Frieren, I guess. And when we're talking about production here, we are not just talking about the budget or the number of frames animated. We're talking about the pacing, the timings, the voice acting, sound design, art, music, overall direction, the whole shebang. Production is not just about money and time, but about how you use that money and time as well. And The Seventh Prince is a masterclass in that aspect. I read the manga up to chapter 50, and it's probably the best art I've seen in any manga that I have ever read, personally at least. This is modern art, and this no-name production studio is doing their damnedest to replicate that feeling. There are so many scenes that are just approached with such creativity, and you gotta love to see it. There's kind of been this growing trend of animators really breaking the mold and thinking outside the box, which, if you couldn't tell by the way I edit, I kinda dig that shit. The Seventh Prince is just a fun show, and it really does seem like the people working on it are legitimately having fun doing so. Mappa's animators are crying right now. Fun. This anime is just fun, which I actually wrote a little song about it. It goes like this. F is for fights that look really awesome. U is for you and me. R degenerates. N is for everyone and anyone at all. Can be drawn to have really plump thighs that make me question my morality. Hear me out. This is what separates anime from modern Hollywood and Western media. The writers for anime and manga truly do not fear social backlash for whatever they make, and they genuinely write whatever the fuck they want. And because their creativity isn't stifled, they can legitimately have fun and express themselves in their work, which is how you make good art, through passion, no matter how fucked up it is. Because of this unparalleled freedom of expression, we get masterpieces like Mushoku Tensei or Made in Abyss. Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan has an incest subplot between the main characters.
Oh, but they're not related by blood!
Dude, that is the exact trope. Yes, even Attack on Titan is not safe from anime degeneracy. Look, you don't have to agree with me. You don't even have to accept all of anime's trashy tropes. Just before you get upset about something and try to attack people for liking it or making it, first just take a step back, take a deep breath, and remember that it doesn't fucking matter. Our AI overlords will soon dominate the earth regardless. I just enjoy exploring the nuances of controversial anime. But somewhere along the way, The Seventh Prince stole my heart. I don't mean it like that. I don't mean it like that, guys. Guys? You know I don't mean it like that, right? Thank you too. Jit and John, Dominic Majowski, Brothers Gaming, Next Intellijar, Valentin Mayorga, My Butthole, Mansoor Peas, Horizon Cat, Luke B. Olsen, Ducky, Ollie, Rocky Pebbleman, Beat, Ben! Fuck! Lasagna, Soda, Fenestrelli. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting me. And I'll see you all in the next